Hello. I am refilming the opening to a video that I recorded several days ago. This will be the fourth time trying to record that opening. The first time I tried to record it, the file was corrupt. The second time I tried to record it, there was something going on with the sound. You couldn't hear me very well. The third time I tried to record it, I've had the same setup that I have now, but for some reason my program decided to kick out the actual microphone that I have for recording. I'm a very low talker. I have to have a microphone. And for some reason it decided to take the microphone from my headset and set that as the main recording device. So the headset was sitting on my desk. I was sitting on the other side of the room, and it was trying to use that to record me. You can barely hear what I'm saying. So I'm trying this a fourth time. I'll see if I can remember what exactly I was going to talk about, because there was a little bit of impulsiveness to it. I was just kind of talking about what was going on with me that day. So one of the first things that I wanted to mention is that I bought new shoes, and I will have to insert some footage from the old video because I don't have them near me right now.
Feel my body aching, I feel like I'm breaking, and I know it all too well.
Which is a pretty big deal for me. I am an extreme cheapskate for the most part. I have a really hard time buying things, even things that I need, if I feel that they're too expensive, and I needed to get out of that because I was actually harming myself in the process. For example, I buy $20 shoes and I wear them until they're falling apart. At work, in our bathrooms, we have a full mirror against the wall, and as I was drying my hands, I noticed that my feet, instead of sitting flat on the ground, were leaning like this outward, and I just looked up, up the edge of my leg and saw how that was affecting my posture, and I realized that that's probably a contributing factor to the back pain that I have. I have really bad back pain, and so I need to buy shoes that support my body. It's not about fashion. It's like, I've always thought that, like, since I don't really care about like fashion and clothing and stuff like that, that it doesn't make sense to spend money on the high-end shoes that look nicer. It doesn't matter to me. But those shoes are also better for you, like, generally speaking. Some of them, not all of them, but the ones that I picked anyway, they support. I feel so much better wearing those shoes. First of all, they fit better. The shoes that I had before were maybe a little too wide, so my feet would slide around in them, and they were just so worn down that they were like, you could see my individual toe print in each in the toe area of the shoe, and a lot of the foam, because it was one of the foam insole shoes, was coming out with every time I took off my shoes. Like, there would be foam on my socks, and so there were little divots where the foam was missing. Anyway, it just was not supportive anymore. So I bought a pair of shoes that were twice as much as the shoes I normally buy. They were on sale for $40, and it was painful for me to buy them because I was thinking, I could have 2 pairs of shoes for the price of these. But no, get that out of your head. You need to think about your health first. So I'm trying to not be self-destructive with my cheapskate tendencies, weighing my options, right? So, like, does it make sense for me to buy shoes that wear out twice as fast as the ones that are twice as much and don't support my my body in the way that they're supposed to? So I bought those shoes, and I was really proud of myself, and I'm really happy about them. I still get excited every time I put them on, which is maybe kind of silly for other people, but it's a big deal for me to spend that much money on a pair of shoes. And I know it sounds crazy because people my age, they like save money to buy expensive shoes that they treasure. Anybody steps on their shoes, they look at you like they're going to kill you. Like, people are really into shoes, but I've never been that person. So really excited about that. I worked out in the gym, at the gym in those shoes, and I've been wearing them to work, and I'm just really comfortable in them. Second thing was that as a part of self-development and being less picky and less strict about things that don't make any sense, I've decided to try and shorten the list of foods that I don't like. So a lot of the foods that other vegans like, that are staples in their diets, I think are disgusting. And so I'm trying to eat those foods, to introduce those foods into my diet until I like them, because They are healthy foods. A lot of them are very inexpensive, and they would make my life a lot easier if I liked them, because a lot of them I can buy them in bulk at Winco for very cheap. So like quinoa, for example, I used to think quinoa was disgusting. For some reason, quinoa has a bitterness that I just cannot get over. Um, it's just all I taste. And then on top of that, I have braces, so they get stuck in like every single, cavity in the braces, and it drives me insane. So I can deal with that. I bring a toothbrush with me to work so I can brush my teeth after I eat my meal prep. So that's not a problem. But the bitterness, I just cannot get over it. I can buy a pound of quinoa for $2.40 at Winco. That's a lot of quinoa. When you consider that a serving is about a quarter cup of cooked quinoa, and I tend to cook 1 cup at a time, it's a really big savings. If I could use that as the base of my meals, rice is even cheaper, but there are benefits to switching up the grains as the base of your meal preps, keeping a variety in your diet. If I could just get myself to eat quinoa, I could add variety without hiking up the price of my meal preps. So I bought some quinoa, and I tried to make it more flavorful. So I added just like a cube of the vegan chicken bouillon. And it made such a huge difference. I like went from thinking, oh, it was horrible and disgusting, to I actually craved the quinoa that I made. I wanted to eat more of it. I think the difference was just that it covered up that taste, the bitterness that I get. To me, it has like this bitter and also earthy taste to it that I just can't stand. But when I put the bouillon in it, it completely covered up that flavor, and also, flavored it. So it tasted like vegan chicken bouillon. It was really good. It was really good. I actually posted a recipe on my blog about how to make quinoa taste good. And again, it's probably something that's not a big deal to other people, because I'm sure you guys maybe actually like quinoa, or you're not bothered by being picky the way I am. Like, see, I'm picky, but I want to change it. I know a lot of people, when they're picky, they're stuck in their ways and they're not interested in changing it. They're like even sometimes afraid to try the things that they hate. But I really want to shorten that list of things that are, because at the end of the day, they're just making my life more difficult. You already have so many things that you have to avoid and pay attention to when you're eating a vegan diet. The last thing I need is to add things that I can eat to the list of foods that I won't eat. So I was really happy about that. I'll put a link in the description to that blog post. And what was the last thing? I think I talked about something else, but I can't remember what it was. But I will continue on with this theme of just like self-development and improving what I consider to be improving myself. And I will talk about it before I do my gym vlogs. I can't remember what I was going to say last time. I don't remember. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I will now cut to the footage where I'm at the gym, and then I believe the closing of the video you can actually hear. So you will see me after the gym that day. Bye.
New day, still I'm feeling misplaced. I keep going down, down, down. Too many years going by, caught in an action I can't rewind. Oh, and in my head I'm screaming, but out of my mind I'm still too young to feel this way. Still too young to be running out of energy. Oh, we say we're growing older, got weights upon our shoulders. I know this can't be it for us, we're still so young. We say we're growing older, got weights upon our shoulders. I know this can't be it for us, we're still so young. I'm still so young.
And I'm back. Funny thing, I have had this sweatshirt for a very long time. I bought it because I wanted to start working out, I knew there were going to be some days where I was going to need to wear a sweater, but I'm one of those people who gets really hot really fast. So I thought, oh, this mesh one would be great. I wore it to the gym today. It got really hot, but there were 2 people in there when I got there and I didn't want to take it off. And then they left. I took it off immediately. Got on the equipment that I wanted to use. I worked out for a while. And then this guy came in and he was using all the machines on the side that I was on, including the one that was directly next to me. So I didn't get the best footage because I just don't feel comfortable filming with other people in there. And I try not to pick them up on camera, out of respect. I try my best not to show people. But anyway, I did get some footage. It might not look the best, but you get the gist of it. I did a warm-up, 10-minute warm-up on the treadmill. I didn't do my HIIT workout, again, because there are people in there. And also my legs were starting to itch and burn. I hate that feeling. I can't deal with it. Ugh. I don't know if you get this, but when it's cold, probably should have the mic closer to me. I don't know if you get this, but when it's cold and you're exercising, warming up and heating up, like my legs, oh my gosh, they feel like they're on fire. They burn, they itch, they feel horrible. And so they felt like that kind of walking to the gym, not that bad. Towards the end of my treadmill warm-up, it felt really bad. And then as I was leaving the gym, it was really bad. But now that I'm home, I'm feeling a lot better. In the past, it was like, it would get to the point where I would just have to take a hot shower. It would burn like crazy at first. And then eventually my legs would start to feel better. But that pain, I don't know what it is. I know that my sister gets it sometimes when she runs, and she says she runs through it. So I don't know if hers is as bad as mine, because the itching and burning in my legs is so bad that I can, like, it makes it hard to move. And, so I don't know if I could run through it. I was able to walk through it on the treadmill, but if it were running, I don't know if I could do it. I think I would have to stop an itch. And the thing is, when you scratch, at least when I scratch my legs feel like that, it gets worse. The scratching makes it worse. So it gets worse before it gets better. It's horrible. It's so horrible. But anyway, my floor exercises. I did not burpees. I did Russian twists. I hate burpees. Russian twist, and I did some sit-ups, both with a 25-pound weight, and I really like that workout. That is really what gets me sweating and shaking. I can, do other workouts, and I usually do like a little bit of dumbbell action. Again, I don't really like working out with other people there. I just prefer to have the privacy and space. I don't like having to worry about, are my clothes adjusted properly, is my underwear showing, like this and that. I just want to focus on the workout, and I can't really do that when other people are there. So there were some more things I wanted to do, but I was there long enough to get a good workout. And by the time I left, my heart rate was up. I had hit my second wind. I could feel it when I was doing the sit-ups, but it was time for me to go. I have to go to work today. I have my post-workout snack, which is just a peanut butter sandwich, and I do toast the bread. I get the multi-seed bread, multi-grain, multi-seed. I think it's multi-seed, and it has sunflower seeds on it. It's a little over-toasted on one side, but if you put the peanut butter on that side, you don't taste it. So this is my post-workout snack. I believe I filmed a clip of me making my quinoa. That's going to be a part of my meal prep that I'm doing for the rest of the week and through the weekend. And so I believe that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully you understood what I meant in the beginning about continuing to do something that you know is good for you without focusing on the result. If that makes sense to you, leave me a comment or have a conversation with me in the comment section about that, because that's not something I ever considered. That was not something that people who give advice for people who struggle with the same issues that I do online ever mention. Like, stop focusing on the end result and focus on doing this not because you want to look or feel a certain way, but because your body needs you to do it, right? Like, you take a shower. Say you took a shower and you didn't smell the way you wanted to smell, would you stop showering? You know what I mean? Like, you shower to keep the bacteria on your body at ease so you don't smell badly But say you, I don't know if my analogies ever make sense to anybody but me, but you get what I'm saying. You like do it because it's good for you. Eat healthy food because it's good for you. Don't eat junk food because it's bad for you, not because don't focus on the feeling or the effects that you're going to get. Focus on what it's doing to you. If you want to maintain good health and, healthy skin and to be happy and well, don't stress out about the end result because oftentimes you exacerbate your problem. Stress can cause your skin to break out. I was stressed out about my skin breaking out. My stress was causing my skin to break out. I was stressed out about my skin breaking out, but that stress made it worse. Do you know what I mean? Stress can cause you to hold on to weight. If you're stressed out about losing weight, focusing on the end goal, getting frustrated that you're not losing it, you could be holding yourself back from losing weight. So don't focus on losing weight. Focus on being healthy. I hope that makes sense. Thank you for watching, and bye.